In today's digitally driven world, social media platforms like TikTok have become an integral part of many people's lives. With its endless stream of entertaining videos and addictive scrolling features, TikTok has captured the attention of millions worldwide. However, amidst the allure of viral dances and trending challenges lies a subtle trap, one that keeps us tethered to our screens and disconnected from our true selves. The TikTok trap is not just about spending too much time on a social media app. It's about the deeper impact it has on our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. The constant barrage of content can overwhelm our senses, leaving us feeling drained and disconnected. Moreover, the superficial nature of much of the content can foster feelings of inadequacy and comparison, leading to a decline in self-esteem and self-worth. But what if there was a way out of this trap? What if we could reclaim our time, our energy, and our sense of self from the clutches of social media addiction? The answer lies in spiritual freedom, the liberation of our souls from the confines of digital distraction and the rediscovery of our true essence. Spiritual freedom is not about renouncing technology or retreating from the modern world. Rather, it's about finding balance and harmony in our relationship with technology and using it mindfully and intentionally. It's about recognizing that true fulfillment and happiness come from within, not from external sources like social media validation or likes and shares. One of the first steps towards spiritual freedom is awareness, becoming conscious of the ways in which social media, and TikTok in particular, may be impacting our lives. This requires honest self-reflection and a willingness to examine our habits and behaviors without judgment. Are we using TikTok as a means of escape or procrastination? Are we seeking validation and approval from others through likes and comments? By shining a light on these patterns, we can begin to loosen their grip on us and take back control of our lives. Once we've cultivated awareness, the next step is intentionality. Making conscious choices about how we engage with social media and setting boundaries that align with our values and priorities. This might involve limiting our screen time, unfollowing accounts that don't serve our highest good, or taking regular breaks from social media altogether. By reclaiming our agency and autonomy, we empower ourselves to live more intentionally and authentically. But spiritual freedom is not just about what we do. It's also about who we are becoming. It's about cultivating qualities like presence, mindfulness, and compassion in our daily lives. This might involve practices like meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature, activities that nourish our souls and deepen our connection to ourselves and the world around us. Another essential aspect of spiritual freedom is cultivating meaningful connections with others. While social media can sometimes foster shallow and superficial relationships, true spiritual connection requires depth and authenticity. This might involve reaching out to friends and loved ones in meaningful ways, having heart-to-heart conversations, or participating in community activities that nourish our souls. Moreover, spiritual freedom invites us to question the underlying narratives and beliefs that drive our behavior, especially those perpetuated by social media culture. Instead of buying into the myth of constant busyness and productivity, we can embrace the value of rest and relaxation. Instead of seeking external validation and approval, we can cultivate self-compassion and self-love. Instead of chasing after likes and followers, we can prioritize genuine connection and contribution. Ultimately, spiritual freedom is about living in alignment with our highest truth and deepest values. It's about reclaiming our sovereignty as spiritual beings, having a human experience, and charting our own course in life. And while the journey towards spiritual freedom may not always be easy or straightforward, it is always worth it, for it is the path to true fulfillment, joy, and inner peace. In our quest for spiritual freedom, it's essential to recognize the power of choice in shaping our digital interactions. Every time we open the TikTok app or any social media platform, we are making a choice that can either empower us or imprison us in the endless cycle of digital distraction. By cultivating mindfulness and intentionality, we can reclaim our agency and make choices that align with our highest values and aspirations. One powerful practice for cultivating spiritual freedom in the digital age is the art of digital detoxing. Just as we periodically cleanse our bodies with detox diets, we can also cleanse our minds and spirits by taking breaks from social media and digital devices. This might involve unplugging for a few hours, a day, or even a week, whatever feels right for you. During this time, we can engage in activities that nourish our souls and replenish our energy, whether it's spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness meditation, or simply enjoying quality time with loved ones. Another effective strategy for breaking free from the TikTok trap is to cultivate a mindset of abundance and gratitude. Instead of constantly seeking external validation and approval, we can shift our focus inward and cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for the blessings in our lives. By recognizing and appreciating the abundance that surrounds us, whether it's the beauty of nature, the love of friends and family, or the simple pleasures of everyday life, we can cultivate a sense of fulfillment that transcends the fleeting pleasures of social media. Moreover, cultivating a practice of self-compassion and self-love is essential for navigating the pitfalls of social media culture. Instead of comparing ourselves to others or seeking validation from external sources, we can learn to love and accept ourselves unconditionally, flaws and all. This might involve practicing self-care activities like journaling, affirmations, or self-reflection, as well as seeking support from trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals. In addition to cultivating a healthy relationship with ourselves, it's also important to cultivate meaningful connections with others, both online and offline. While social media can sometimes foster shallow and superficial relationships, true spiritual connection requires depth and authenticity. This might involve reaching out to friends and loved ones in meaningful ways, having heart-to-heart conversations, or participating in community activities that nourish our souls. Furthermore, cultivating a sense of purpose and meaning in our lives can help us transcend the superficiality of social media and connect with something greater than ourselves. This might involve identifying our core values and passions and finding ways to express them in our daily lives, whether it's through creative pursuits, volunteer work, or advocacy for causes we believe in. By aligning our actions with our highest values and aspirations, we can find a sense of purpose and fulfillment that goes beyond the fleeting pleasures of social media. Ultimately, the journey towards spiritual freedom is a deeply personal one, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach. It requires courage, commitment, and a willingness to challenge the status quo and question the narratives that society imposes upon us. But the rewards are immeasurable, for in reclaiming our sovereignty as spiritual beings, we discover a sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment that transcends the ephemeral pleasures of social media and connects us to something infinitely greater. So let us embark on this journey together, hand in hand, as we reclaim our time, our energy, and our sense of self from the clutches of the TikTok trap and step into the light of spiritual freedom. To summarize the steps needed to break free from the TikTok trap and achieve spiritual freedom. Awareness. Begin by honestly reflecting on your social media habits and their impact on your life. Recognize when you're using TikTok as an escape and how it affects your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Intentionality. Make conscious choices about how you engage with TikTok and other social media platforms. Set boundaries that align with your values and priorities, such as limiting screen time or unfollowing accounts that don't serve your highest good. Mindfulness. Cultivate mindfulness practices like meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature to deepen your connection to yourself and the world around you. These activities nourish your soul and help you stay present in the moment. Authentic connection. Foster meaningful connections with others both online and offline. Seek depth and authenticity in your relationships, and prioritize heart-to-heart conversations and community activities that nourish your soul. Self-compassion and self-love. Practice self-compassion and self-love by accepting yourself unconditionally and prioritizing your well-being. Engage in self-care activities and seek support from trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals when needed. Purpose and meaning. Identify your core values and passions and find ways to express them in your daily life. Align your actions with your highest values and aspirations to find purpose and fulfillment beyond the superficiality of social media. By following these steps and committing to your journey of spiritual freedom, you can break free from the TikTok trap and reclaim your time, energy, and sense of self. Remember that the path to spiritual freedom is unique to each individual, so be patient and compassionate with yourself as you navigate this transformative journey. With dedication and perseverance, you can transcend the distractions of social media and discover a deeper sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment in your life.